Hey now, new rock stars in the paper, New York Times.
Sometimes the intro to the topic is stupid, but effective. What's up, citizens of the internet? 'Tis I, Bob Jens, and you're watching The Topic. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Let's talk about new rock stars and
Emergency Awesome!
two of my favorite channels on the YouTubes. In fact, I talked about them a couple of weeks ago, and recently the New York Times has featured them both and called them a new breed that reimagines criticism for the digital age. And they followed Philip and Eric on a typical Sunday where they watched Game of Thrones together, made their notes, and then over the next couple of days did their production. Now, a few years ago, I had the pleasure of doing a production called Stupid for Game of Thrones, and I got to interview people like Brian Cogman, who's now a co-executive producer.
It should have at the beginning. It says that it's like strong language, brief nudity. Don't watch
don't
this.
watch with your mother.
Don't watch this.
Don't do it.
M17.
I have an affinity for what they do over there. And so to Philip and Eric and the entire new Rockstars team, I'd like to say,
Good job, guys. Well done.
but more importantly to me, I love that they were featured by the New York Times.
Because the times are changing.
Now, New Rockstars started in 2012, and they started out featuring interviews with creators like Tyler Oakley and Grace Helbig, and at the time, most of their popular videos topped out around 30,000, 40,000 views.
Then came 2015.
And they did a video about the Fast and the Furious, and all of a sudden they got 8.6 million views. Now their videos typically get a couple 100,000 each, at least. And they talk about the stuff that I love talking about. Game of Thrones, Marvel, DC, pop culture. You know why? Because it's popular. Now, I highly recommend that you guys check out the link to the article in the description below. I just think it's great that the New York Times is recognizing the great work that is done by the New Rockstars team and Charlie Schneider over at Emergency Awesome. Now, I'm gonna get a little controversial here. Today's question of the day is just an A/B question. Which channel do you like more? A, New Rockstars, or B,
Emergency Awesome!
let me know in the comments below, or if you have an idea for the topic, also put that in the comments below. Hashtag it the topic, or hit me up on Twitter at Bob Jens. And as always, you're welcome, Internet.